can say that having worked with them and partnered with them to this period of time that I'm with them and in the Stemtech business, I'm really encouraged. And today we really want to touch on this topic about coaching for success. And why do we choose this topic? Because I want you to hear that from them. Perhaps Tony&Careen, you want to tell us a bit how long have you been in the Stemtech business?
Actually, it's about 4 years already. And do you want to know who did the presentation to us?
Yes.
It's Madam Fu and Dr. Raj.
Wow, awesome.
Madam Fu brought a paper like that. Belakang sini, belakang
3
sana.
pieces.
Only
Photocopy.
Yeah, 3 pieces of photocopy. When I first saw the product, I was actually very excited because I've been reading a lot about stem cells. Yeah, and when I first saw that, oh, this is a different type of stem cell. Actually, it's an enhancer. I saw the opportunity to take the opportunity actually, because then actually we don't like to do any more MLM because we have done one before. So I thought one in a lifetime cukup lah, because we are doing other businesses already. But when I look at the compensation plan, I saw that actually it's not demanding. It's very easy actually. So I think some of the leaders would have coached you or told you that actually the income is very consistent. Yeah. If it doesn't go up, you stay there, you drop a little bit and you pick up again. Agree? Yes.
Okay, it's amazing. Thank you. Tony&Careen, notice that both of you spend a lot of time in coaching your leaders and business partners. Tell us why. Why are you doing all that?
We believe coaching is the key to building a huge business. A business to last. I think all of you have been a while in the business, and the key in building up a huge business is all about duplication. And what Dr. Alan Summersall say is all about multiplication. So duplication is, if you look at duplication, how do we coach our people to duplicate? It's basically in 2 areas. One, the 2 R's we call it. One is, the first R is recruitment. The second R is, what do you think is the second R? Retention. 2 R's. So if we were to build a huge business and if we were just to work on recruitment, it's going to get us really tired. We're not saying that you won't be successful. Yes, you can be successful just by recruiting, but you're going to feel a bit frustrated and you're going to feel very tired. What I believe that will help us build a really strong business is to really look at building in a coaching system. Because when you put in the effort to put a proper coaching system, it makes a huge difference to your business. Some of you may say that, oh, I love to help people, but the word help is sometimes very loose. How? So I believe in a system. It has to be a structured way of coaching. And we have been working in a bank for like more than 20 years. So in the organization, there is also coaching. But I can tell you the huge difference between coaching in a network marketing and coaching in a corporate is different. I feel so happy, and so I think there's a bigger purpose. It gives me a much more meaning in this business, in putting in a proper coaching and coaching our people, because we would really want to do this business for a long term, you know. So we have to make sure that it works. And like what Dr. Allen said, we have, my personal aspiration is to help people make a difference in the way they build the business. To help them create positive results. Because that's the way we can build. Otherwise, if you were to just focus on recruiting, you can be a little disappointed. That is the important thing.
Tony, you want to add some thoughts there?
Actually, if I were to add what Careen has said, actually we want to empower the people that we coach them. We also want to create possibilities for them. Yeah, and these are questions and questions asked. But I think before we go further, can anybody tell me why do we need coaching in Stemtech business? Andy?
Build confidence.
To build confidence. My version is to feel the pulse of your business every second, every hour, every day, every month. For example, like Michael, he said that the leaders come from the dead. How he identified, actually I'm going to ask him afterwards. How do I identify leaders from the dead? Let me tell you, through coaching, the first row of people in my group, I know who they are. I know what's their pulse like, and I can read their pulse. All through coaching.
I like to add on to relate this. This is a simple analogy. It's like when you're building a network, it's like actually pulling a train up a mountain. You're pulling, you know, you're right in front, and the coach is all linked to each other with a chain. So if you are coaching your leaders and your leaders are coaching and all the way down, you will not miss out any coach. You know exactly what is happening right at the bottom of your organization.
Would you be able to feel the pulse?
So you know what is happening in every line of your business. So if you look at this chain of coaches that we are trying to pull up, you have to make sure your last coach is still right behind you. So that is the analogy of how we feel the coaching links are tightly.
Wow, that's amazing. What both of you have said that in your process of coaching, you could feel the pulse, you could see what's happening, right? And that's one of the major benefits in coaching, right? Any other thoughts as far as, you know, the benefits you see and the value, you know, to you, both of you, and also in your organization as you coach them?
Because like what we mentioned just now, we are in for long haul Stemtech business, because stem cell is a 21st century business. Yeah. So as your organization grow cross country, many places, global, when we put in the system, then it would grow like a 100-year-old tree. Earthquake, tornado, or whatever, you will not get uprooted. You agree with me? Yes. Yes? So if the coaching is done in a system manner that we are doing now, it would become an old tree. Yeah?
So what we want to achieve in our coaching sessions, if I may just share with you, there are 3 things that we do during a coaching session. One is that we'll sit down, and especially when you're coaching leaders, we do a lot of dream building and setting and resetting goals time after again. So dream building is one very important part in our coaching session. Number 2 is that we will sit down and also identify and improve where are the areas of skills that they need and how we can help them. Identify and improve skills, because leadership is definitely a very great personal development area. The third area that we do during our coaching session is that we would sit down and also monitor the business performance. That means we need to know like the pulse of the business. We need to know which area, and it's very more into looking at the results, the performance of the business. Where are the challenges? So we do these 3 areas, and the performance is not just about activities. It's about how the activities are done. That contributes to the performance of the business. So these are the 3 areas: it's people skills, business skills, and goal setting goals.
Oh, that's amazing. You talk about these 3 key areas, right? Dream building, resetting goals, and areas of skills and business performance monitoring. Seems like there's lots of things. What does it take out of both of you in, being a coach? Tell us your experience.
Being a coach, we need to grow. I think this whole day we have learned from the other leaders. We have to be a good coach, we need to start from ourselves. I would say you need to be like the best student for your coach. We have to be teachable and humble. That's where we can learn. Not only from our coach, we learn from all the speakers and all the leaders. And that's how we can help them grow.
As a coach, don't expect what is required of a coachee. Anybody can tell me?
Knowledge.
Leadership.
What else?
Persistent.
Okay. A coach will not play the activity for you. You must be teachable, yeah? Because if you are not teachable, no matter what kind of possibilities that the coach create for you, no matter what inspiration that we impart on you, it will never work, right? So a coach would once a while maybe hold hands for you, but they will never do the activities with you, yeah? So a coach will also not ask you for time, because in my organization, I'm going to implement regular coaching, maybe 1 or 2 months once. You must meet up your coach. You call your coach, don't let the coach call you. Okay?
And of course, a coach, we have to lead by example. We have to walk the talk. We do not tell our people what to do. We have to do first. And that is also part of building up integrity in the business. Because if you do not have the integrity, no one will sit down and be coached by you. Because coaching is also about building trust. It's also about building relationship with your leaders. This business is all about people. And Stemtech has got great product, but I love the people in this business. We love the people. And if we can help them to be successful, and then I think I can be successful. My personal aspiration is to help everyone. When we do the talks, it's not just about our own group. I think all the groups can benefit in learning from each other.
Oh, that's amazing. The tips. You talk about there's a role that the coach plays. The coachee, there's also a role that the coachee plays, right? Yeah. So in other words, the coach doesn't take that role. And so important, I think Tony put that so clearly. And Careen talks about leading by example, talking about living. Yeah, it's so much in you, and that's so powerful. Now, I have one question for you, because people comes in different forms and shapes, different attitude, and how do you go about, selecting such people? What the kind of challenges you face, and things like that. There's different people have different, different strokes, kind of thing.
Definitely, we do have challenges in coaching, because one would be, you can see some people are not teachable. It's very difficult to teach and coach somebody who is not humble and not prepared to be teachable. So we feel that we will do a certain amount, but to a extent, we would not focus on them. We need to move on, and I will not run after them. I believe in spending 80% of my time on my 20, because my 20 will give me the 100% results. I don't run after people for coaching, but everyone is coachable. Everyone can come to us to ask for coaching, no issue, and we will definitely make time for everyone. That's the challenges part, right?
If they understood that what is required, if they don't build the activities, eventually they will not call you anymore. So that's the beauty of it, yeah? You don't have to keep harping on them. But let's talk about coaching. Maybe I missed out the point. We are actually a business coach or a personal coach in Stemtech Business.
Both. Both.
Actually, it's more personal because we want to build people. Because once you build them, they build good businesses. You understand? Yeah. So their personal one will be a better one. Yeah.
One of the things that we also try to address in our coaching sessions is also to help build up the character and help change the attitude part, because attitude can actually be changed, over time. But because attitude is such important in terms of a leader, so it's quite important that we also address that part of in our coaching.
Do you set building attitudes and characters? Those are possibly time, right? It takes a long process. Do you set a time for yourself as you coach? A time frame for coaching people?
No, we don't choose people with ranking. We don't look at their rank, but we look at people with great potential. In the first row, there are a couple of potentials there. Actually, I know. Yeah.
Actually, we also do this. We will coach our leaders, but once our leaders start coaching, it's a good practice that you also go down and pick up 2 persons for coaching in each of your line. Then you can feel the pulse down there, but of course we would work with the leaders in who we should take up for coaching as well. So it's good to pick up like 2-3 persons in each line in the depth. That really will help.
That's amazing. Tell us your success stories, Tony&Careen. You have done so much about this, yeah? Share with us your success story in coaching people whom you have, seen the fruits of your labor and the successes.
Of course, one of our very good coachee is none other than our Triple Diamond, Hasmi and Isling. I'm not saying that they are easy, but I can say they are very teachable. Very teachable. In the beginning, we had to be very soft because they were not, Hasmi was not like very in for MLM. So, but of course, when we tried very hard to, I think the breakthrough was when they attended Heather Livingston. I must really thank her for that seminar that has changed their mindset. And slowly we really whack in nicely and make sure that they stay put and they are on track. One thing about coaching is that you as a coach must work on giving them early results. If you are coaching somebody and there's no results, I think then they would not believe that spending time with you is worthwhile. We have to create early results.
What do you mean by that, when you say early
That
results?
means if you see somebody with potential, within 1-2 months they must go director. And it's so easy. So easy if they're teachable and you provide the roadmap. Once you give them the roadmap, all they need is to execute your plan. And that you can help break a lot of directors, and you just have to duplicate that to your whole organization.
Okay, Tony&Careen. Wow, that's amazing. Congratulations for working with Hasmi and Isli.
And a few more.
And of course, a few more.
Coming up.
What is your advice there? I mean, you have shared a lot of tips. For someone who has never been a coach himself or herself at all, I mean, where do you start? Because there are so many things to focus and do.
One of the things that we emphasize and we focus a lot is that if you are serious to be building this business and to be also coaching your people, you have to be at the functions. You have to come to all the seminars and come every Tuesday night and learn. So that is one of our requirements for us, for our people to really grow and to learn as a coach. Other than that, they have to read some good books, because it's a lot of skills. Because I think coaching requires a lot of very effective communication skills. The interpersonal skills has to be quite good, so it would require that person to develop as well. We definitely would also help them to develop good communication skills.
How do you develop yourself? Is by reading. There is no shortcut. Yeah? It's by reading. You want to become a leader, you have to grab hold of a leadership book. You want to become a good coach, yeah? You have to go and buy a book. Yeah? For those who want to start off with a very simple book, come to me afterwards. Yeah?
It's actually a personal commitment to spend that kind of time with your people, and I think it's really worth it. It will take us a long way. We may be slow, but I think we are on track in building people. We believe great people will build great businesses, and we need a lot of leaders to come from Malaysia so that we can take this to all the other countries.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. And I really applaud them, because early in the discussion, in the sharing, they talk about this as a long haul, and this is a business for long haul, long-term business. And that's why I think they've committed their time to coaching people. Any last advice or tips? You've shared so many wonderful advice. Tony&Careen, do you have any others that you want to live with?
I will just finish up with this.
Yes.
For many of you, you all can be very good coach. Coaching is a learnable skill. You can also learn, definitely. But it all starts with us. Each of us must have our coach, and we should allow our coach to bring the best out of us. And that requires us to be very humble and to be learning all the time. So that will help bring the best out of us. We need to be the best coach for our people. Thank you very much for listening.
Tony&Careen? Okay, that's bringing out the best. Thank you once again, Careen and Tony, for the wonderful sharing. Thank you very much.